It's time for Easton View High School basketball. Good evening, everybody. Donnie Johnson along with Gary Deal. And tonight we bring you a Region 4B doubleheader. First game, the Easton View girls are taking on Courtland. And the second game, the Easton View boys are taking on Atlee. This first game should be a good one. First time these two teams met, Courtland and Easton View during the regular season, and they only met once. Easton View won by about 12 points. So they're pretty evenly matched from the same district, meeting here in the regionals. Should be a good ball game, Gary.
Yeah, Donnie, that game you're talking about was a close game at halftime, and Easton View came out the first part of the second half and went on an 11-0 run and kind of blew the game open from then on. But should be a good game tonight, looking for a fast-paced game, and glad to be here watching the girls.
Absolutely, and the Easton View girls are led by McKenna Warren, who does a good job on the boards and, gets a lot of baskets down low. And then the Washington girls, Trinity and Destiny, and they are really good at moving the ball and finding the open man, and they're just leaders.
Yes. Trinity, she's one of the best girl ball handlers I've seen in a long time for Eastern View. And with her and Angie Hayanku, Hayanku's a freshman. What a player she is for a freshman.
All right, so we're going to start having the starting lineups in a couple of moments, and we'll be ready for tonight's first game, the Easton View girls against the Courtland Cougars. You're watching Easton View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
All right, we are just about ready for our first game tonight. The Easton View Cyclone girls will take on the Courtland Cougar girls. Courtland comes in with a record of 17-6. Easton View with a record of 17-2. And this is the quarterfinals of the Region 4B tournament. And we're just about set for the national anthem, and we'll be underway. National anthem. We're about set for the starting lineups to be introduced for these two teams, both for the Battlefield District. Of course, Eastern View, the regular season champion, and the Battlefield District tournament champion this year. And 17-2, Courtland 17-6. Eastern View had some games snowed out that they did not make up, which is the difference in the number of games played. Gary Deal, let's get the starting lineups here. First of all, we'll have the Courtland Cougar girls.
Courtland's coached by Judy Andros. And number 3, Grace Whiteneck. Number 5, Olivia Hilliard. Number 10, Shavia Davis. Number 30, Kia Lewis, freshman, averaging 25 per game. And number 33, Janiyah Bell.
All right. Now the homestanding Eastern View Cyclones, champions of the Battlefield District regular season and tournament, coached by Mike McCombs.
Freshman, number 2, Angie Ayunku.
And this kid can shoot from outside if she gets the chance.
Number 3, Trinity Washington. Excellent ball handler. Number 5, McKenna Warren. McKenna's been playing very well lately.
She's kind of the backbone of this team.
Number 11, Sanaya Brown. And number 23, Destiny Washington. Had 23 points last game against James Monroe. She had a good game.
Yeah, she had a great game against James Monroe. One of her best games of the season, I'm sure. So we're just about set to go. The winner of this game will take on somebody on Friday night in the semifinals. And the finals will be held next Monday at the top seed. And very well could be Eastern View. It could be right here for a boys game and right here for a girls game. All right. McKenna Warren will be jumping for the Cyclones. And we are underway. Courtland gets the ball, moves down the floor, and shot is no good, out of bounds. Will give it to Eastern View.
Courtland coming out in a press, like a 2-2-1 press.
And that really should just play into the hands of Eastern View with a couple of good ball handlers like the Washington sisters. Trinity outside. Ayunku on the left perimeter.
Ayunku is a very poised basketball player for a freshman.
Got a feeling things out here all of a sudden. Washington shot up off the glass, no good. Got it back, no. That would sometimes gets called as an out of bounds on that because he hit the side of the backboard, but no call tonight. Warren down the lane, up and in. McKenna Warren, and it's 2-0. Eastern View takes the early lead.
McKenna Warren, that's what she does best, is work that lane area for rebounding and for scoring.
Cougars with the ball. Hilliard for 3. No. Rebound comes down to Eastern View. And lost. Out of turnover there for the Cougars.
Eastern View in a 2-3 zone on defense.
Whitlock down low, working it inside. Shot up, no good. Follow will go, not go. And a third shot will not go by Cayenne Lewis, but she will go to the line.
Foul was on McKenna Warren.
And that's one player we do not want to get in foul trouble. Lewis, first shot up, no good. She'll get a second.
Lewis averages 25 points a game, Donnie. She's a freshman, so I'm expecting a good game out of her tonight.
And she gets the second one. That's a lot of points for a girls' team. 2-1, Eastern View leading by 1. Hayanku, they're trying to break the press, and now they get it over center court. Trinity Washington. Warren kicks it out. Destiny Washington can't get it to fall. Out of bounds, Courtland ball.
If you remember last game, Destiny Washington was hitting those shots. She hit a lot of shots last game, ended up with 23 points.
Hilliard in the middle. Now out to Whitlock, back to Hilliard. Tries to make the move down low, lost the ball, and Eastern View comes up. Destiny Washington to her sister and Hayanku. Now they set up a play. Courtland in the zone. McKenna Warren drew the foul.
Nice drive by McKenna on that sequence.
Yep, she got the ball inside and took it straight to the basket. This second time she's done that. She's going to get points that way, and she gets points this way too. It's the first of two. 3-1, Eastern View. And 4-1, nothing but net. And now a little press in the backcourt by the Cyclones. Hilliard has the ball stripped away, gets it back, and now Eastern View comes up with the ball. Sanaya Brown. Trinity Washington trying to get it to McKenna Warren. Too much traffic in there. And we got a whistle. And we got a timeout. There's timeout on the floor with the score. Eastern View 4 and Courtland 1. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Well, Courtland didn't want to get too far behind Gary Deal, so they called timeout to try to regroup and I think put something in there to maybe break that press.
Yeah. Trinity Washington and Hayanku and Destiny Washington put a lot of pressure on that ball.
White neck with 3. In and out. That went down the hole and would not stay. Hilliard has the rebound. In the corner to Davis. And that is a 3. Shauna Davis. And it's 4-4. We are tied.
I have a feeling that Coach McCombs might go man-to-man for this game's over if they got shooters like that.
McKenna Warren driving. Nope. And the rebound, Courtland. Hilliard, the freshman. Shot from the corner is no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to Eastern View. Now the Cougars will pick them up at half court and drop back a little bit. Not a lot of pressure. Washington, Warren, and Warren traveled.
A little anxious on that.
Turnover. Score is tied. Both teams a little tight here with 4:03 to go in the first period.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little more motion on offense for Eastern View.
And they break the press good that time. Hilliard wheels, dumps it off. Shot will not go. Rebound scrambled for, and we have a jump ball with the arrow pointing in the direction of the Cyclones. Courtland picking him up at half court. Ayanku down the lane. Can't get it to fall.
That was a good move by Yonku, though. She's got to keep going, making those moves to the basket. She's good enough to finish those, and I think she will if she continues to do that. Plus, it's going to open up outside shots for her, too.
Davis to Hilliard. Over to Whiteneck. Working around the perimeter. I don't know what they're... Now turnaround jump shot is no good by Hilliard. Rebound Courtland, and putting it up and in is Janiyah Bell. Well, let's check that Cayenne Lewis. Under 3 minutes to go. First period. And tripping foul is going to be called. Trinity Washington. It's not going to be a shooting foul. That's the second team foul in the first half on the Cougars. So the Cyclones will inbound it under their own basket. Way outside it comes. Trinity Washington. Ayanku for three. Missed everything. Warren. And she is fouled. Olivia Hilliard will be charged with a foul, and that's her first, third team foul on Courtland. Warren at the line. Got the first one.
EV girls have to continue attacking the offensive boards because Courtland is a little bit bigger than they are, and they're going to need for at least Hayanku, Destiny Washington, and Warren going to the boards.
Warren hits them both, and then we're tied at 6. Pressure in the backcourt again, scramble for a loose ball. Davis comes up with it and whistle. It is a jump ball, and this time the arrow is pointing in the direction of the Cougars, or Cougarettes. Coming down on 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Whiteneck way across court to Hilliard. They're moving the ball around, but the perimeter, but they're not trying to get it inside. Oh, nice jump there by Eastview. And a foul is going to be called. Is that on Warren? If so, that's
2.
That's 2 on her. That is not good.
Yeah, not very smart there by McKenna, but she's hustling in there, and sometimes you don't think about that.
At the line, Janiyah Bell got the first one. And Courtland goes on top again, 7-6. Bell will have a second as Warren goes to the bench, and Candace Brown comes in. Bell's second shot is up. Missed that one. Bianco comes down with a loose ball. Seven to 6. Courtland on top, under 2 minutes. First quarter. Ayanku trying to work it inside. Destiny Washington missed it. Whiteneck comes up with the ball. Hilliard setting it up. Easterview packing that zone in. Nice hand there by Candace Brown. Scramble, loose ball. Easterview couldn't quite get it. And Hilliard sets up the offense again.
Courtland's very patient, waiting for a good shot. That's a pretty good shot there. Good go, though.
Hilliard missed that. Washington the other way, 1-on-3, and has it blocked by Whiteneck. But they say Whiteneck touched it last, out of bounds. So with 1:01 to go in the first quarter, Easterview will get it.
I like to see Easterview pick up the pace of the game. I think it would be in their favor. And that's why Courtland's being very patient. I think Easterview's got to make this a backyard basketball game and use their quickness.
Candace Brown shot up, won't go. And I think that's what Easterview was trying to do with the press. They just couldn't get it down quick enough.
I think Coach McCombs might go man-to-man and try that and press as well. That'll really speed the game up.
Need some of those defensive baskets off your defense.
Yes, because the game right now is in the pace for Courtland.
And a traveling violation on Whiteneck with 27 seconds to go, first period. Lila Hackley will check into the ball game. Sanaya Brown will go out. Seven to 6. Courtland by 1. Region 4B. Quarterfinals. 15 seconds. We got to talk to this official. He's standing right in front of me. I can't see what's going on. Hayanku missed it. 2 seconds. Half-court shot will not go. And I think it would not have counted anyway because the buzzer did not go up. First quarter comes to an end with a score. The Courtland Cougars 7, the Easterview Cyclones 6. We'll be back in 1 minute.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine. Since 1932, CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Gary Deal, we have a low-scoring ball game to say the least. 7 to 6 at the end of the first quarter. Courtland and Easterview, and nobody can get anything rolling.
Yeah, both teams are playing zone defense, and it's slowing the pace of the game down. And so we have 3 or 4 passes and a shot and rebound, and we're back down on the other end. So that's kind of where we are with this game tonight.
Ayanku will take a 3, and she has missed both of them. Destiny Washington got it, couldn't put it in, and that Trinity makes the basket to put Easterview on top, 8 to 7. In case you missed it, McKenna Warren on the bench with 2 fouls.
So Coach McCombs now is speeding up a little bit because he's put Layla Hackley in the boxing 1 again on the point guard. So that will speed it up some.
Davis kicks it around. And a scramble for the ball. And again, the arrow is pointing in the direction of the Cougars. Davis will throw it in. Gets it out front, White Neck. Hilliard, the freshman, says, let me have it. I'll take him one-on-one. White Neck for three. No. Hilliard the rebound. Turns. And is blocked by Hayunku, who kind of slams the ball down. Didn't think she fouled her, but the officials think differently. Olivia Hilliard will go to the line. Her team trailing by one. And now tied, 8-8. Second shot, got them both. 9-8, Courtland up by one. The winner moves on, the season is over for the loser. 4B Region Tournament, quarterfinals. And again, Eastern View cannot get the ball to go in. Hilliard looking for help. Gets a nice pick there from White Neck. Davis from the corner. Nope. Hill, nope. Eastern View on the attack. Hackley, short. Trinity Washington for two. Eastern View takes a 10-9 lead. 5:52 to go. We are in the second period as Hilliard, a little teardrop in there that gives Courtland the lead again. Trinity Washington off the glass, no, and Hackley is knocked down trying to get the ball, but it will belong to the Cyclones. Substitute coming in now. Kylie Lewis in close. Candace Brown could not make it.
Yeah, Eastern View's missing a lot of shots inside right now.
White Neck for three. No. Loose ball. And the tie-up goes to Eastern View. Fans are getting on them here. They want to see some scoring. Both teams just finally getting into double figures here in the midway through the second period. Brown outside. White Neck is on Hiyanku. She's not letting her have that outside shot. Hackley. Eastern View cannot shoot over that zone defense as Hilliard takes it all the way. This girl can play, and she's just a freshman. 13-10. Courtland on top.
Yeah, Eastern View misses McKenna Warren.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a bit inside. That's their go-to person inside. And Trinity is going to have to take over the game and shoot the ball more.
And she just got a deuce there, 13-12. Eastern View back to within one. Halfway through the second period. Davis in the corner outside. Hilliard, the freshman, stops and fires. Biancu brings it down, goes down the lane, puts it up, can't get it to go.
It's a good shot, though.
It's like, yeah, it's like this piano wire on both these courts. Nobody can get a ball to fall. Hilliard got the white neck. Long three. Missed everything. And we have the old chant of air ball coming from behind us here. See Superintendent Tony Brands over there in the stands. Coming out to cheer the Cyclones on. Ackley.
I think Trinity's got to be ready at the top of the key there when she gets the ball to penetrate and make something happen or shoot the ball.
Well, Hackley will shoot it. She can't get it to go, but it's up there. Hilliard down low. Nice pass down and under to Kyla Lewis. 15-12. Cougars up by 3. Coming down on 2 minutes. And it goes. Washington throws it outside. Trinity can't get the shot, but drew the foul. Trinity Washington will go to the line. Cyclones down by 3. Washington's first one is good. She'll get another. Sanaya Brown coming back in as Hackley goes out. Second shot for Trinity Washington is up, and it is no good. Rebound, Courtland. Hilliard with Sanaya Brown working on her, and Hilliard has the height advantage there. Now drives the baseline outside. Nice play there by Hiyanku. Gets a steal. Taking it all the way and scoring. Nice play there by Anji Hiyanku. 15 all. We are tied. Down low and a foul. Guyana Lewis will go to the line to try to complete a three-point play. First foul of Destiny Washington. Lewis can't hit it. Brown comes down with the ball. Almost had it stolen there. With Trinity Washington down low. Brown turns and fires. Nope. Hilliard down the lane. And we got all kinds of traffic going on down there. And foul is on Destiny Washington, and that is her second. So now we have Warren with 2 fouls on the bench and Destiny Washington with 2 fouls. It is not looking good. Hilliard way short on that one. Courtland up by 2, 17-15, a minute 24 left in the half. And Hilliard got that one. And we had a timeout on the floor, 1:24 to go, 18-15. Courtland will be back in 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Well, Gary Deal is still a very slow-paced game. Neither team seems to be able to break the other's zone. Nobody can shoot over anybody out here. The outside shot is just not there tonight for either team.
Yeah, each of you's got to, I still say, pick up the pace because you got to use Trinity Washington, and she's at her best in the full court game handling that ball. And if they can keep it, though, within 3 or 4 or 5 with McKenna Warren on the bench, I think they're going to be fine.
And now Mike McComb's just killing some time here. If they're going to stay in the zone, he's saying we'll just stay out here. And Courtland is not in any hurry to come in and challenge.
Well, and with McKenna Warren on the bench and Destiny Washington with 2 fouls, that's a smart move by Coach McCombs,
It
I
is.
think.
Absolutely. Shades of North Carolina in the Sampson era. 35 seconds. I watched a Madison game one time where the other team just held the ball for like 5 minutes. They just stood there. Madison would not come out and challenge them.
Well, I know, and I was coaching AAU a year or 2 ago, and we were playing a team that we shouldn't have beat. I went 4 corners and put Devin Hackley in the point in the middle of the court, which he was really good at, and we beat the team. And the coach comes up after the game and says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I was just trying to win, Coach."
Ayanku at the buzzer will not go. First half comes to an end with a score. The Courtland Cougars 18, the Easton View Cyclones 15. You're watching Easton View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine. Since 1932, CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
We are back. Donnie Johnston and Gary Deal, the Region 4B quarterfinals, Eastern View and Courtland. Courtland leading 18-15, and Gary, neither one of these teams can put any kind of an offense together so far tonight.
No, Donnie, it's the first half was basically mostly all half-court sets that they were running, and both teams were being fairly patient. And Trinity Washington led Eastern View with 7 points, and Kayaya Lewis led Courtland with 7 as well.
And Olivia Hilliard had 7, and the freshman, she played well, but nobody could score. But we're ready to go now as Grace Whiteneck will throw it in for Courtland. Shauna Davis brings it up.
Okay, so Coach McCombs has put Sanaya Brown on the point guard, playing that box and 1 again.
Hilliard with Brown on her. Cross-court pass to Davis. Whiteneck for 3, short. And Trinity Washington can't run it down. Hilliard. Down low, Davis kicks it out. Whiteneck will try another one. And this time it rims out, and this time Candace Brown all the way, no. Rebound, knocked out of bounds off the official. Touch last by, we will see. Going to be Eastern View ball.
Got to play to the strengths of Trinity Washington. She's so quick and handles the ball so well. She's got to get in that transition game.
Trinity Washington outside. Courtland packing that zone way down there. They'll give you the outside shot.
think they're probably going to try to get it into McKenna Warren here.
Warren playing with 3 fouls. She got it, and she goes down the lane. No. Back again. This time McKenna puts it in, and it's 18-17. She and Destiny Washington both playing with 2 fouls. Oh, that was almost a backcourt. McCombs wanted it, but Eastern View gets it anyway. And here we are, Gary Deal. We both have always said that that first 3 minutes of the third quarter is a big time. You come out, one team comes out flat, the other team comes out hot. Pretty soon you're behind.
That's right, Donnie. You don't want to come out flat. It's like when we were playing tennis and you came out flat against me. You know what happened then?
You beat the tar out of me.
Oh, that was fun days back then, Donnie.
Oh, yeah, we had some good times. Warren travel. McKenna's a little frustrated. She had to sit on the bench a long time, which was not to her liking, and now she's had a couple of traveling violations, but right there she stole the ball, so she makes up for that. And Washington is fouled. Janae Hill will be charged with her second foul.
Stack play out of bounds.
Outside it comes. Brown, short. Warren, no, and Warren is fouled inside. And McKenna will go to the line. Second team foul on Courtland here in the second half. 18-17, Cougars lead by 1. And Warren cannot get the roll.
You know, Warren is not that tall, really. I mean, but she's got good technique inside where she stretches her arms as far as up as she can, and she's got pretty good vertical off of 2 feet, and that helps her.
Good anticipation, too. So we're tied now at 18 as she makes that second shot. Hilliard down low. Nice play there by Destiny Washington to knock that ball away. She comes up, stops and pops. Short. Whiteneck comes up for Courtland.
That was the right decision that time by Destiny Washington, though. She stopped, shot that little 8-footer, and it was the right decision instead of going in and being contested with a contested layup.
3 minutes into the third quarter, neither team has yet cracked 20 points. Shania Brown all over Hilliard. And we have a timeout on the floor. Called by Courtland, timeout. And while we have this moment, we'll remind you about our live sponsor, Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service, a cornerstone of our community. 547-3673. Able Heating and Air. There's peace of mind knowing that they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. And finally, CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and the products you need for your farm, home, pets, and livestock since 1932. 18-18 is our score. Region 4B tournament. We got to get a little momentum going here for these Cyclones, Gary.
Yes, and taking Hilliard out of the game, trying to anyway, with that box-in one is really a good move, I think, by Coach McCombs. He does that about every game. He tries to take their best player or one of their best players, especially the point guard, out of the game.
Basket will count, and Cayenne Lewis will go to the line. Well, no, the basket will not count. Foul was on Lewis, and that's her third. Offensive foul. Cyclones with the basketball. Score tied at 18. Warren back to Washington. Finds a gap and puts it in. Nice play. She saw that opening there and took it in.
Yeah. Beautiful move by Trinity Washington on that.
Hilliard, the fans thought she walked. No matter what, she threw it away. And now all of a sudden, Eastern View is starting to pick up the tempo.
Putting a little more pressure on the ball.
Trinity Washington outside looking for that little slot again. Warren, she really didn't have a shot there, but she went to the basket anyway. Halfway through the third period. Whiteneck for three. She has not been able to hit that outside shot. Ball goes out of bounds. It belongs to the Cyclones. 3:53 to go, third period. 20-18, Eastern View leading by 2. Trinity Washington. Ayanku has been kind of quiet tonight. She hasn't done a lot.
Yeah, she missed a couple shots early, and her confidence.
There's the play right there into McKenna Warren.
Her confidence is not what it usually is.
It feels good to hit one. That gives you some confidence.
I was talking about
Ayanku,
yeah.
She needs to get one. There goes Hilliard, can't get it to go. And Ayanku right there for the rebound. Trinity Washington, little teardrop, and now it's a 6-point lead for the Cyclones. 24-18 and a steal. Ayanku driving, scoring. 26-18. Biggest lead of the night for the Cyclones. .239 third period. Whiteneck almost lost the handle.
And if you notice, Donnie, it all come in transition too.
Yes. And a two-pointer there by Janae Hill. 26-20. Washington for two more. 28-20, Eastern View.
It's 13 for Trinity Washington.
Having a good game tonight.
Playing well.
Hilliard. Brown on her, and we got a blocking foul call on Shania Brown. .145 to go, third period. 28-20. Foul is on the floor, so no, not a shooting foul. Third team foul. First team foul on Eastern View from the corner. Three-pointer, no. Lewis. But now Hilliard out front, down low. Scramble for the ball, put it up and in. Janaea Bell, 28-22. Washington went in, lost it, got it back, and had it stolen immediately. And stolen right back. Destiny Washington pulls it out and sets up a play, and she really didn't have a shot. It was 1-on-3 there, so that was a good move to pull that out.
That was a very good move, Donnie. Very smart move by her that time.
See all those gray jerseys in there, you have no place to go. Under a minute, 50 seconds and counting, third period. Eastern View up by 6, 28-22. Now Davis comes out, puts a little pressure. Washington almost had it taken away, and it will stay with Eastern View with 31 seconds left, third period.
I think Coach McCombs might go for one here.
Well, Courtland's putting some one-on-one pressure here. They're not going to let them have it easy. Destiny Washington driving, reverse layup, no. Iyanku, short, and the travel on Anji Hoyanku.
Good call. She scooted her pivot foot there.
24 seconds left. Backcourt pressure now by
Good play. Oh,
Eastern View. And almost a foul there. Davis and Whiteneck work it outside. 10 seconds. Davis makes a move. Drives, kicks it out. Whiteneck for three. And finally she hits one. As the third quarter comes to an end with a score, the Eastern View Cyclones 28 and the Courtland Cougars 25. You're watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine. Since 1932, CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
We have 8 minutes to go in this quarterfinal game between the Courtland Cougars and the Eastern View Cyclones, with the Cyclones leading 28-25. Inbounds comes to Trinity Washington. Ayanku pulls it back out. Ayanku goes down the lane, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Got it back, again, no. Warren has it blocked. Warren again, missed it. Warren again, missed it. And Warren's going to be called for her third foul coming over the back. Got some wrestling results for you. The Eastern View Cyclones, third place in the state. Elijah Smoot had a third place finish. Cam Sheets, second place. Jumper Spence, a sixth place finish. Caden Smoot in third place. And we'll pick them up for you. Brett Kavanaugh, first place. And right there, two-pointer by Shauna Davis. 28-27. Eastern View up by one. And Braden Walker, a third place finish in the state in wrestling. Ooh, that ball just would not go down the hole. And Trinity Washington.
Brett Clatterball is a freshman. He won the state. He was 32-0 as a freshman.
Is that good?
That is,
that's pretty
good.
good.
Get much better than that.
That's great. Washington puts the first one in, 29-27. We're going to have us a finish here tonight. This is going to be an exciting ball game. Right down to the wire, 6:56 to go. Eastern View up by 2. Ooh, we got the roll up by 3, 30-27. Inbound steal. A young coup missed. Warren is fouled. Easton View really putting some pressure on now. McKenna Warren going to the line. She has 3 fouls on her.
McKenna Warren has good timing in there, too.
And she has tenacity. She just stays in there and fights. Got that one. 31-27. Biggest lead of the night so far for Eastern View has been 8. They had it twice in the third period.
It's 11 for McKenna Warren.
Got 12. Got a nice roll there. Soft touch. 32-27. Bell gets it across. Double team. Whiteneck brings it back outside.
Kind of got to watch Whiteneck over there. She's going to hit one now. She's got some confidence probably.
And she hit two.
Yep, that's what I was afraid of.
32-30, 3-point lead, and down the lane goes Trinity Washington. That little stutter step, and she was gone. 34-30. Well, somebody needs to get on Whiteneck here.
Yep, got to pay attention to her.
Davis out to Whiteneck. 6 minutes. And up and in is Janaea Bell. 34-32. 2-point lead for Eastern View. Coming down to the wire. The winner moves on. The loser goes home. Warren threw it away. Pass a little bit too high with Sanaya Brown. And now Courtland with a chance to tie or go ahead with a 3. Hilliard stops and fires. No. Rebound comes down Hayanku. 5:19. Getting down to the nitty gritty. Warren inside off the glass. Got it. 36-32.
Power move. That was a power move, Donnie.
That was. They missed her when she was out in that second quarter. Under 5 minutes now.
Got to watch her.
Whiteneck for 3. 3 in a row.
Can't leave her open. Got to find her.
36-35, and all of a sudden it's a 1-point lead. And they go to Warren, who backs in. No good, and Hilliard comes up with the ball.
You find Whiteneck over there.
And that's who they find. Can she do 4 in a row? She cannot. Ayanku is fouled. There's a 6-team foul on the Cougars. One more, and Eastern View will have the 1-and-1, and timeout on the floor. 4:25 to go, 36-35. Eastern View up by 1, and while we got a moment, we'll remind you about some of our sponsors, like our live sponsor, Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. 547-3673. Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. Able Heating and Air, there's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, and livestock since 1932. And finally, from shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints. 317-1473. 4 minutes and 25 seconds. Going to be a big finish here, Mr. Deal.
Yeah, I think it looks like it's going to the wire, Donnie. Exciting game tonight.
Trinity Washington. Davis is on her out front. Not going to let her dribble around. She'll try to draw a 5-second violation. Sanaya Brown down low. Candace Brown, and now shot up by Destiny Washington will not go, and Courtland can take the lead. Both these teams won 17 games in the regular season, so they are pretty well matched. Whiteneck can't do it again. Follow-up is no good, but a foul is called. And going to the line for Courtland is going to be Jadea Bell.
I think I'd either go triangle and 2 or extend my zone out on Whiteneck, because she's got a pretty good shot out there, and she's hit a couple in a row.
She hit 3 out of the last 5, so and that could kill you at the end. All right, Bell, gonna have 2. Could not hit the first one. Free throws now becoming exceedingly important as Destiny Washington goes out and McKenna Warren back in for the Cyclones. Second shot coming for Bell. Missed them both. Candace Brown clears. Working the ball outside.
I think, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Courtland's just staying in that press.
Yeah, Hayanko's she's got to be ready to shoot that ball. There you go.
She's ready.
She's not hitting tonight.
McKenna Warren comes up with the ball, and McKenna Warren missed it. Brown had it, lost it, and foul is going to be called on Angie Hayanko.
Yeah, Angie's got to keep shooting the ball, though. And if they come out on her, she's got to go on around them and penetrate and look for McKenna down low or try to finish at the basket.
Absolutely, because she, with that with that zone packed in there, she's had some outside opportunities. Coming down on 3 minutes. Eastern View up by 1.
And that's what Whiteneck has done. She's kept shooting until she's made a few. Now she's confident.
Bell can't get it. McKenna Warren right there to come up with a loose ball.
Pass.
Underneath, Candace Brown will shoot. No. Rebound, Bell. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. Trying to get it down low.
There we go.
Steal. Washington for 2. And it's a 3-point lead for Eastern View. And another steal down here. Warren. And a timeout is called by Mike McCombs. Timeout on the floor. 2:15 to go. 38-35. Eastern View will be back in 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Don't forget, we have a second game coming up after this one. The Eastern View boys will play in the regional tournament against Atlee. And Gary Deal, this one's coming right down to the wire. 38-35, a 3-point lead.
And we have a good crowd tonight too, Donnie. Girls basketball, I know some are here for the boys game, but girls basketball is really becoming popular in Culpeper, and I love seeing that. And I know when we had our basketball clinic, we had 100 kids, and 40% of the participants were girls. So girls basketball is taking off in Culpeper.
That's great because back 40 years ago with Kate Carter was here, it was the hottest thing going, and it's coming back down. Sanaya Brown, Washington, Destiny. Coming down 2 minutes. Trinity Washington got it. 40-35, a 5-point lead for Eastern View. Under 2 minutes now.
Trinity's carrying the team tonight, Donnie. It's like Coach McComb said last week, everything kind of revolves around her, and she's playing one whale of a game.
Hilliard travels. Good defense there by the Cyclones to force that travel. A little backcourt pressure now by the Cougars, trailing by 5 with 1:42 left.
They're going to have to start fouling here pretty soon if they don't get a turnover.
McKenna Warren counting out to 5 seconds. And a timeout again is called by Mike McCombs. And we're going to keep it here this time, Gary. This has been a good ball game.
It has been a good ball game. That's a good timeout. I like that timeout by Coach McCombs. He's over there. There's 1:29 to go in the game. He wants to just go over a few things, remind the girls, to keep focused and keep their efficiency up to where, they don't turn the ball over here, because it's a very important possession here. And if you can make them foul, you're going to be in good shape.
If you get free throws. And he was also called that timeout because McKenna Warren was kind of standing there with the ball, and she didn't see that the official was counting 5 seconds, and he didn't want to lose that possession, so he called timeout.
That was, once again, a good observation, Donnie.
Well, thank you, Mr. Deal. Compliments are always appreciated, but tips are better. Washington outside, 1:23. And there again, got to watch that 5-second count.
Now we're going back to where you say that 16 and 17-year-olds can't slow the ball down, and that's what they're doing.
We'll see.
And they're doing a good job. You can see that they've practiced this. I love this. I mean,
well, let's see if they get a. Well, they're going to go to the free throw line now. Sanaya Brown is going to. She got fouled, but you got to make these free throws. They are all important now.
So you got to practice that, man. They went through their progressions there. They look good doing it. The ball's in Trinity Washington's hands a lot. I love that.
But so many times I've seen these kids panic. Brown missed it. Hilliard. White deck for 3. Missed it. Hilliard can't get that ball to go. Hilliard will take a long 3. Short. And a follow-up is good. Cayenne Lewis will go to the line to try to complete a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. 40-37. Lewis can cut this to 2 with 37 seconds left. Doesn't get it. Washington and Trinity is fouled. Foul is going to be called on Janae Hill. Now these free throws are really important. 3-point lead for Eastern View. She got it. It's 1-1, so she'll get a second.
It's 22 for Trinity tonight.
Destiny was the big scorer the other night, and now Trinity tonight. Oh, that would not fall down. 4-point lead. And a steal. Hayanku got poked in the eye, and now another steal. And Washington is fouled again by Hill. 18 seconds, and the fans behind us can sense victory. As we said, the winner moves on, and the loser finishes up for the season. Trinity Washington will go to the line. 1-1. Could not get it to fall. Still time, 15 seconds.
No fouls here, no fouls.
3-point shot, good. Whiteneck, and a timeout is called. 41-40. Eastern View leading by 1 single point with 9 seconds left in the game. What a ball game, Gary Deal. It wasn't the prettiest game, but it has come down to an exciting finish.
Well, and for all the youngsters out there that play organized basketball or even park basketball, Whiteneck kept shooting the ball. She's the shooter on the team. She kept shooting the ball until she started making a few, and then she, just like you said earlier, she's hit 4 of the last 6 or so, 3-pointers, and now she's got 12 points with a big one there at the end.
Well, we don't want to give her a last shot. 9 seconds left. And it's the key part is that Eastern View has to get this ball in and get it across midcourt.
And the point I was trying to make, Donnie, is shooters, like we always say, shooters got to shoot.
And you always shot. You're a shooter. All right, let's go here. Warren gets it into Destiny Washington, and she is fouled immediately by Hilliard. 1 second off the clock. And these free throws are really big. If you could make both these, then you could foul Courtland.
Or you can extend your defense out to the 3-point line.
Yep. Cannot get it. She's a little frustrated, backs off. And Mike McCombs calls a timeout. That's got to be his last, and he's taking a full timeout. And while we got timeout, we'll pause for 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Gary Deal, no matter who loses this ball game, it's going to be a heartbreaker. 41-40, 1 point lead for Eastern View with 8 seconds left.
Yeah, Eastern View's got to play good, solid, tough defense and without fouling, and be nice to go ahead and make this shot to go up by 2. And
well, we got to get on Whiteneck.
got to get on Whiteneck. I think Coach McCombs sees that, and he's got Trinity down there on her.
She has had 4 3-pointers here in the last 10 or 12 minutes. Destiny Washington, second shot, missed the first, missed the second. Hayanku had it, lost it. Hayanku, loose ball. Coming up, Destiny Washington, 2 seconds, 1 second. The ball game is over. The Eastern View Cyclones survive a scare from Courtland and win it by a score of 41-40 and move on to the regional semifinals on Friday night. What a game, Gary Deal. We got a couple of minutes to wrap it up. We got a second game coming up in a little while, but It wasn't pretty all the way, but it was exciting.
Yep, and Hayanku came through big there by getting in the lane, not sitting back and watching the ball hit and not hustling for it. She went in the lane, tipped the ball, and they came up with that loose ball, Donnie. It was a great play.
41-40 is the final score. The Eastern View Cyclones move on. It is the end of the line for this year for the Courtland Cougars, and you got to feel for them. They played a good ball game and stayed right in there the whole game, but just could not overcome the Cyclones at the end. We'll be back here in about 30 minutes with the second game of our doubleheader, the Atlee Raiders against the Eastern View Cyclone boys. And until then, we will remind you that you're watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine. Since 1932, CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.